So our producers want us to read this. What you are about to enjoy or hate is simply three friends talking football and talking out their asses. Opinions mostly is for entertainment purposes only. You may offer great insights into the NFL and perspectives no one else has. Possible side effects do include feelings getting hurt, being offended, and losing respect for one another.
What's up, Opinions Mostly, friends, family, and faithful viewers? You are joining us on another installment of a podcast that probably 10 people watch, and we love every single one of you. I'm your host, Nick the Shark Herbst. I'm going to start us off with my quick one thing to note. My one thing to note right quick is my lovely wife is officially 29 weeks pregnant today. Third trimester. Let's go. She's also super hormonal, which I love her. That's fine. Obviously, that's expected. And today she called me crying, scared the shit out of me. I thought something bad was happening because I was already at work this morning. She was driving to work. She works the closing shift tonight. And she's crying. And I was like, what the fuck? What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong? And she's like, I was driving and a spider was on me and I had to pull over. And I was like, oh my God. I swear to God, dude, you scared the shit out of me. Anyways.
Arachnophobia is no joke, Nick.
Especially now when you're fucking in your third trimester, I guess.
Do you remember in high school when we were playing Call of Duty and there was that giant-sized spider that was on the wall? We both screamed and jumped and yelled like little girls.
That camel fucking spider, dude, it's like that's fucking big.
That thing was like that big.
It had like fangs, dude. You can see
Yeah,
them.
it was a little bit scary.
They chew off soldiers' legs in Iraq, dude. It's a real thing. All right. Anyways, that's my fun one thing to note. Guys, it's been a lovely Thursday. I've had a great Thursday, and this person is only making it better. Give it up for Aaron, the Hammer Quillen, everybody.
Oh, wow. Wow. What an intro. Where am I right now?
The Twilight Zone.
In Sonora, California. Today, my one thing to note on Thursday, November 20th, is actually a little bit of a shout out to our social media guy, because today is RJ Ainsley's birthday. So shout out to him.
Happy birthday.
Hope he's out there celebrating. Make sure to leave comments. All of our videos that have been posted lately have been him. We're doing this for free, folks. RJ works. He's a stay-at-home dad, and he's going to school, and he, adds some time to help us out with our social media page. So comment, wish him a happy birthday. Happy birthday, RJ.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear RJ.
Getting the full song.
Happy birthday to you.
That was beautiful.
Okay.
All right.
Anyway.
We're having fun. This is what we do. Shout out RJ. Thank you, Aaron. That was beautiful. Our last host needs no introduction, so everyone, here it is.
What?
The special teams, Joseph Spollerich, everybody.
Oh man, thank you. You almost got me nervous there for a second, Nick. My one thing to note from last weekend, the crock pot buffalo chicken mac and cheese was a hit, a huge hit, a fantastic hit, a pick your nose hit, I might add. We're adding it to the list of approved crock pot recipes to use in the future. And Nick, don't worry, I found your recipe. We got that on the spreadsheet. We got a third recipe to test this weekend with evaporated milk, so it'll be interesting. That's gonna be an interesting one.
That is very interesting. Well, I'm glad it was a hit, Joe. I wish you would have come out here and made it for us, but that's okay too.
Oh, I get it.
It's unbelievable, honestly. It's unreal. That's what it is.
Oh. Straighten the shirt out here.
Well, swell. Aaron, how did yours go?
Very well. Not only did I do the chicken bacon ranch mac and cheese, I barbecued up a tri-tip that was perfect. It was a hit. Yeah, it was all a hit. It was great. It was a good time. Lots of good food.
Did you
Aaron, next time, Aaron, remove the ranch and the chicken and then throw the tri-tip into the mac.
That might be on yeah, I had that idea too. So
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's funny because Celine was talking to me today about We're gonna make like a ham, and it's gonna be 4 or 5 of us for Thanksgiving, real low key. Um, she's like, with the extras, because we always freeze it. She's like, what if I just made a ham and mac and cheese casserole, and I froze it for when we have the baby, and then I could pull it out, and we could like eat it for like 3 days.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
Smart.
my wife's smart.
I
Yeah,
can
it's
send her the
smart.
recipe. It's super easy.
Might as well. All right. I love catching up with you guys about our personal lives, but I know most people are here to hear our bullshit opinions on football. So let's dive right into last week, week 11 in the NFL. We kind of talked about it. Starting off strong was Thursday night. It was the Jets against the Patriots. The Jets lost 14-27. Patriots moved to 9-2. Jets fall to 2-8. Anything you boys need to say about none of that?
No. I mean,
Think so.
yeah.
Moving on, Sunday, we had the Madrid game, guys. This was like I said, all foreign games are going to be low scoring games. We should bet the under every time. The Commanders at the Dolphins, technically, Commanders lost 13-16. Commanders are 3-8. Dolphins are 4-7. Any hope in either one of those teams?
Absolutely not.
I'm curious if I guess that there's a report that the owner Haslam, is that the owner of the Dolphins? Let's see. I think that's the Cleveland Browns. There's a report of Stephen Ross might just bring back Mike McDaniel next season, the coach, which is
Well,
interesting.
I mean, who's he blaming it on then? The offensive line or Tua?
Tyreek? I don't know.
All I know is that if they bench Tua, which would be great for me, and Zach Wilson starts, I have a Zach Wilson PSA 10 Gem Mint 10 card that is like a super rare card or whatever. It's worth like $85 right now, but if he starts, it'll be worth $285. So bench Tua.
Okay.
Get that hashtag going.
Get the hashtag going. All right, moving on. Panthers in the first Sunday game, they won against the Falcons. The Panthers are 6-5. The Falcons are 3-7. I'm starting to think that Bryce Young might be able to make this team do something, maybe make a wild card playoff run. I can't 100% say that, but they're showing life compared to the Falcons.
Yeah, when you're throwing for 448 yards, you're showing a little bit of life, And,
Yeah.
plus, Tet McMillan, he's I think they're really starting to get a connection there. So you might be onto something with them going, making a little wild card playoff run. I mean, especially in that division too. They could. I mean, we all have to go look at the standings, but might take that division if they keep playing well and Buccaneers kind of fall off.
That's definitely a sleeper team, honestly. Young too, which Joseph, nothing.
Even though Bryce Young threw for 450 yards and 3 touchdowns, my Panther friend Dave is still 120% convinced he is not the future of the Panthers at quarterback. He desperately wants to get rid of him, give a mid-size quarterback.
Mid-size SUV.
Is that your take or your buddy Dave's take?
My take is I want to see some more from Bryce Young because that Falcons defense was ass on Sunday. And it seems like Bryce Young only does good against the Falcons and not anyone else. So based on the track record. What's that?
Wish I would have had him in fantasy.
Right?
Compared to fucking Jordan Love and Bo Nix. Jesus.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Buccaneers. They played the Bills. Buccaneers lost 32-44. Bucks are 6-4. Bills are 7-3. I think we all know the story. This one was we're gonna just keep saying it every time the Bucks lose, plagued by injuries. Okay. Texans. They went to the one, the only Nashville to play the one, the only 1-9 Titans. And they won, 16-13. Titans suck. I picked the Titans to win. I remember that because I was like, this is their chance, blah, 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 blah. Fucking absolute trash. Just human garbage. I don't know what to say. They're 0-5 at home, so why would anyone go to see a home game? Yeah, I don't know. Anything?
We forgot to mention last game, Josh Allen is definitely an alien, scoring 6 total touchdowns. 3 rushing, 3 throwing. I just want to bring that up there.
It is a great game, but are we surprised that Josh Allen does that? Do we really have to alienate him for being himself?
Worth noting, though. It's worth noting.
It is worth noting,
I think
I respect that.
I think he won't do that tonight against the Texans because the Texans have like one of the top rated passing defenses. He might
Short
brush a
short week
touchdown.
as well.
Yeah, so we'll see. If he really wants to be an alien, he can do it again tonight. He can do at least 5 touchdowns. Texans, yeah, okay. Uh, okay. Surprising team that I can't stand. The only Bears beat the Vikings 19-17. The Bears are 7-3, leading the NFC North.
What?
Uh,
Say that
yeah.
again?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It honestly does not matter at all. The Vikings are 4-6. Joseph, I know you were high on McCarthy's wiener, so what do you got to say about that?
Yeah, well, listen, the way I'm seeing it and the way they're projecting it, McCarthy, he's only started 5 games, and this is essentially his rookie season since he lost a whole year of development last season. And a lot of comparisons. I think I have one here for y'all.
First of all, yeah, he's only started 5 games. They've only won a total of 4 with or without him, and they've lost a total of 6 with or without him. So either way you cut that, it still sucks.
Yeah, so basically, I can't find it, but everyone's been comparing it right now. His stats versus Josh Allen's first 5 game stats almost completely identically similar. So, 2 different types of quarterbacks for sure. But JJ, he just needs time. Everyone's already ready to throw in the rag, get a new quarterback. He needs time. Play it out the rest of the season. I guarantee you he's going to develop. But I think the bigger story was just the Bears winning again here, going 7-3. Caleb Williams looks like he's finally turning into the quarterback. Ben Johnson wants to
No
be
way.
slowly morphing there, but hey, the record speaks for itself right now.
Okay. Record speaks for itself, whatever. Not a very hard schedule. Also, Caleb Williams, tracking back to that, he completed 50% of his passes. He threw 32 passes, completed 16 of them, okay? And he only threw for 193 yards. Not a fucking touchdown. Get the fuck out of here.
No turnovers.
I don't give a shit. He didn't fucking score a touchdown.
No turnovers, though. You're a quarterback. As long as you're not turning the
Oh
ball
my
over,
God.
your team
Yeah,
has a chance.
50% completion rate. Oh, damn. Look out. Look out. God. That means every time I throw you a ball, Joe, you drop it. It doesn't mean shit. And then you got to catch the next one. Then you're going to drop the next one. Then you're going to catch the next one. Then you're going to drop the next one. That's what it means. What the fuck are we doing here? I'm not
Got anything,
throwing.
Aaron?
What?
I'm not
Got
throwing.
anything, Aaron?
No, I was letting you guys go at it. That's great. It's great.
Bears are a trash team. They're just all right. Anyways, moving on. Let's go NFC North with the Packers. They're beating the Giants 27-20. Packers are 6-3-1, right behind the Bears. Giants dropped to 2-9. It was like actually like probably one of the funnest games I've watched all year, mainly because I never thought we were gonna lose. Like I'm always like, oh, we're gonna lose this game. We're gonna lose this game. But I didn't once think, not even when it was 7-0 in the first quarter, I was like, oh, this is fine. We're gonna wipe the floor with these guys. And then Josh Jacobs went out, and Jordan Love went out. But then Malik Willis came in and fucking smoked him. And then Jordan Love came back. So it was like very emotional. But I was like, have you ever just watched a game and you could feel a vibe?
Yeah.
Like you just know, like you can
It's been a long time, but yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Aaron, but that's exactly what it was. There was a vibe in the air, even through the TV, that no matter what happened, I knew it was going to be okay. Which is the first time it's happened too, kind of for the Packers in a long time. Where I was like fully confident we're still going to win the game with all the shit that happened. All right. That being said, Josh Jacobs he did not participate yesterday, Wednesday, but they're not ruling him out for this weekend.
He's day to day now.
Yeah, day to day. A lot of people drafted or picked up Emmanuel Wilson in fantasy leagues. That's a fair bet. That's a fair gamble.
Mhm.
Playing against the Vikings, I think we're gonna. Yeah, it could go either way, but I still feel very confident about it
Final score
because
could be 6-7.
no, no, because I want to say this. Me and Celine were talking about it watching the game. I think the fact that Matt LaFleur came into that game with a different play call strategy than normal. Like he was doing different things. For the first time in forever, he did a play action pass on first down, which he never fucking does. He's always like run the ball on first down. That's what he's become. That's why people are mad. So he switched up the play call, and then when Jordan Love got hurt, he had to change the play call for Malik Willis. And it was like, holy shit. And we started doing stuff. I think Matt LaFleur, me and Celine believe Matt LaFleur realized, holy shit, I have all these plays and I can do all these other things. And it took injuries to make him realize it. So I'm super stoked for the rest of the Packers season. It was fucking awesome. Matt LaFleur, thank you for finally fucking doing your job, switching up the play call. All right, good.
I mean, hopefully he sticks with that.
Yeah, no
Hopefully.
shit. I mean,
Yeah, I would just one thing I would touch on is to be a little bit more cautious with Josh Jacobs because there is a chance that he may not play. So fantasy owners, like Nick said, Wilson is not a bad idea to pick up off the
No.
waiver wire because it is day to day, and the last report I read on Sleeper is not looking like he's going to play.
mhm.
So just keep that in mind. But good game.
Joseph.
Yeah, to add to that, I think he's going to be a game time decision because he was week to week through yesterday, and now he's day to day. So obviously that's positive news if you're a Packer fan and a Josh Jacobs fantasy owner. You know, Nick, you're right. I do agree with you. I did feel a vibe in the air. I felt a Jameis Winston vibe in the air at MetLife Stadium, man. He just lit that crowd up with these completed
lost.
passes. I know, but he kept it interesting and entertaining. And as a backup quarterback, and as Jameis Winston, that's all you want. Keep it entertaining, you know. Last
Yeah,
minute
I mean, yeah, you're right.
heroics.
19 to 29, 201 yards and one interception. Yeah. Fuck
There
yeah.
was a chance in the end, though. There was
What
a
are we
chance
doing
in
here?
the end.
Was
But
this high school?
I agree with you, though. I was keeping track of that game. I was like, I'm fairly confident the Packers are going to win, even if Jordan Love were to remain out for the rest of the game. They'd figure out a way with Malik Willis. But yeah, we'll see what's going on with Josh Jacobs. That defense will be interesting this Sunday.
On that note, I think Malik Willis is available next year, and you guys fucking might take a look at him. He's fucking solid. We watched him play last year against the Titans and
Yeah.
destroyed the Titans.
It was a running attack, though, Nick.
I don't give a shit, dude. The Raiders can do better than Geno in any way,
Fair
shape, or
It's true. This is
form. Okay, last thing to know, and we're gonna move on, is 27 points. That's the fifth Packer game where they've scored 27. So bet 26 and a half Packer total.
2-7, you know.
2-7. Also, Jordan Love turned 27. Also, we all know the whole 27 theory, but all Rodgers and Favre both won the Super Bowl. Okay. Bengals lost to the Steelers 12 to 34. The biggest thing we got to talk about here, obviously, is the future Hall of Famer Aaron Rodgers and his injury. Joseph, what do you got?
Right now he is not gonna get surgery. He is day to day. Right now, Aaron Rodgers and the medical staff are trying to determine what is the best way to do. The most important thing is, can he protect himself? Can he protect himself in his hand? Obviously, there's the big question of the handoffs, you know, going from the backfield from either way. Marshawn Lynch did mention though that Aaron Rodgers had the same injury in college at Cal, and he was able to hand it off both ways with his right arm, his throwing arm, no problem. So Rodgers sounds like he is just really gonna be about making sure he can keep safe and stay safe with that. But we are talking about the Bears, where he is a landlord to the Bears. So you know there's extra fluid and fuel there to really want to go out and put on a performance and get that dub. So I think he's going to be a game time decision. I think we'll know by Saturday afternoon for sure with Rodgers.
Yeah. We'll talk about the rest of the other teams later, or the rest of the team. Moving on. Thank you for that update, Joe. Chargers lost 6 to 35 against the Jaguars in something I don't think many of us saw coming.
Anybody?
Yeah.
I think we all picked the Chargers.
Actually,
Or maybe one of us picked the Jags. I don't recall.
I
I think Nick might have actually.
yeah,
I think I might have too. Maybe this is a Joe Alt injury. Well, we'll follow up on that.
Run the tape.
Biggest story here was no Chargers offense. Yeah, like Joe said, we're losing pieces here. They're falling apart. Jaguars are, to me, looking like oh my gosh, the Panthers right now. Like sneaky team. They could pull it off. They could come in. Hands up, hands down.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
All right, Joseph.
Especially with the acquisition of Jacoby Myers and Brian Thomas coming back too. So they have a solid receiving core now with ETN in the backfield.
Yeah. ETN and his other Tootin. What's his
Yeah.
name?
That,
Toot.
or you I don't know.
Tootin. I like Tootin better. We're just gonna call him Tootin. He's tooting all over the place.
Yeah.
Joe,
Yeah,
did Aaron steal those words out of your mouth or what?
Well, it's one of these games that just makes you wonder where the fuck the Jaguars could be, because they have all these mediocre performances week in, week out, and then they squeeze out a win against Kansas City, and then they just blow out and annihilate the Chargers, which have a respectable defense. It's just like this team is just so inconsistent, man. Just the inconsistency of Trevor Lawrence and his performance and team, losing to Houston Texans with David Mills back quarterback. I just like that. I know for a fact we all picked the Jags on that one. It's like Jags is just one of those teams that makes you frustrated, but they are getting it together. They're 6-4. They have a chance at the wild card, I think. Maybe the division.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, the Colts are running away with that. Never mind.
No way.
Oh,
No,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, what are you talking about? Stop smoking crack.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Seahawks, they lost to the Rams, the only Rams, 19-21. Seahawks are 7-3. Rams are 8-2. Joseph, I'm sure you want to say a little bit about your team.
Yep, good analytic data going forward. It appears the Rams have Sam Darnold's number. Yeah, we have his number. 2 games in a row.
They get a call for dinner, or what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, we are basically the puppeteer, and he is the puppet. We control him and where he throws the ball.
I can say they already rammed him, so they might as well take him out to dinner.
Gotta take him out to dinner.
With how many interceptions he threw, he sounded like LeBron James in Miami when he talked about how many championships. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4.
He was
4 interceptions. But when the rambling starts like that, that's not a good sign. Seahawks defense, very good. Watching it up close, very, very good. And even with 4 interceptions, the Seahawks had a chance to win it in the end with a 63-yard field goal attempt. It was wide right. But Seahawks are definitely no team to joke around about. Team you should not be playing with your food with. Good solid win by the Rams. We got another matchup later this season, a couple weeks, Thursday Night Football in Seattle. I'm interested to see how that game plays out.
Seattle. All right. Shit, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm all over the place. Oh, son of a bitch. I was gonna look up my Bills Texans game, Bills Texans game.
The Texans.
It's frozen. Okay. 49ers, they destroyed the Cardinals 41-22. We're just gonna skip past that one unless you guys
I would like to know Jacoby Brissett breaking or setting NFL record with most completions in a game of 7.
47-57.
Yeah, 47-57, 452 yards.
That's wild.
He set the record with that?
Yeah, he set the record with that.
No shit. I didn't know that.
Most pass attempts, yeah.
Yeah, attempts and completions.
Oh, and completions. Okay. Jacoby's got a cannon, baby. He still got it. He's gonna be a starter somewhere next season or competing for a starting position.
Wild. Quick update. James Cook scored a touchdown, and then their kicker missed the extra point.
Sweet.
The odds makers will have something to say about that.
James Cook on the board. All right. Well, shout out Jacoby. Good for you. Thank you, Aaron, for pulling that up. Ravens, they beat the Browns in a whatever you want to call it. It wasn't really fun. 23-16. Ravens are 5-5. Browns are 2-8. Lamar threw 2 interceptions.
Yeah, it was trash for my dynasty league.
Oh,
yeah, same. Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson only had 0.75 points for me.
Oh shit!
Terrible. Yeah,
bad. I lost because of it, and Josh Jacobs getting hurt.
Do you trade Lamar right? Well, I know trade like death.
No.
But do you trade him? Wait, hold on. For Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Ah, see?
I mean, yeah, I would.
Okay. Josh Allen over Lamar for fantasy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a tough one. That's a tough one because that can go either.
But I would do that trade.
Okay. All right. Okay. I don't have either one of them in our league, so
I
I
know.
can't.
Neither do I. So I like
Uh,
the hypothetical.
yeah, hypothetical. If you're listening and you need to work that deal and you don't have a trade deadline, then go for it. Joseph,
Obviously, we got Shadur making his first game time approach here in this game.
don't care. He sucks.
Looked like crap in that game, but who would look prepared in a situation like that? He is confirmed to start this Sunday against the Raiders, though.
Every backup quarterback that's ever played for the Packers has looked good in that situation.
A rookie, though?
I thought we were going to talk about this later, but this does set up for him to have a great game against the Raiders because that's typically the narrative or, the way it goes when this happens. So look out for that. Or he could just shit out and the Raiders could just walk all over him. So
I vote shit out.
I hope so.
I don't really like him as a player. I don't.
No.
It was all over his dick because of the Colorado thing, but like,
He just
trash.
need a chance.
Okay. All right. Chiefs. They lost to the Broncos, dude. Fucking crazy. 19-22. Broncos are 9-2. Chiefs are 5-5. Does it make us believe in the Broncos anymore or the Chiefs less?
Chiefs less because Broncos aren't really that great. I mean, the record does say otherwise. The thing I'm most excited for, as gross as it is to say in the same breath, is the Chiefs are probably not going to win the division this year. And the Broncos probably will. But I do hate the Broncos a little bit more. So it's kind of like a really bittersweet thing. But like not sweet at all because fuck them all, go Raiders,
Yeah. Well said. Well said. No.
Yeah. So that's all I got to say about that game.
That's all I got to say about that.
That's all I got to say about
Broncos
that.
are 6-0 at home. Crazy.
Yeah.
So
Joe?
yeah, this is just one. This is kind of just one of those games that the Chiefs played like 6 to 8 of these games last year, but the ball pulled for them or the luck pulled for them, and now they're finally just losing in these games. This actually might have been Bo Nix's best game he's played as a quarterback since coming into the league, especially with all the. Yeah, I'll stand on that business. Yeah, I'll stand on that.
How many touchdowns did he throw?
Huh?
How many touchdowns did he throw?
How many turnovers did he have?
How many touchdowns did he throw?
He threw for 0 touchdowns, my guy. But he didn't need to throw. He didn't need to throw for touchdowns, though. The defense was able to take care of business. And that's why the Broncos are going to win that division.
That doesn't mean that it's Bo Nix's best game if the defense took care of business.
But he recognized what he needed to do. He recognized what he needed to do. You come listen
his best game manager game. Sure, I'll give you that. Sure.
I'll need you to call in the local Denver Broncos sports radio and hash it out with them.
Oh, I fucking will. And you know what? They'll be so fucking high they don't even know what I'm saying. Okay.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Oh, man. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, geez Louise. All right.
Yeah,
well,
Aaron. Yeah,
going to
Chiefs
Broncos
aren't...
game this year?
2.
What?
You're going to 2 Broncos games this year?
Oh, I thought you said since I've been here. This year I haven't been any.
Okay.
I'm not a Broncos fan. I'm not going to spend $253 for nosebleeds.
That's fair.
Yeah, but you can watch the Bo Nix's best game against the Chiefs.
I know, right?
All right. Lions lost 9-16 against the Eagles. I was happy about this win and also a little bit sad because honestly, I'd rather knock the Eagles down a peg because after what they did to us. No, I'm just kidding. No.
The transitive property. The Lions beat them. You beat the Lions.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck the Lions. I'm glad they lost. I'm all right skipping it unless you guys got something. Go ahead, Joe. Joe's got something about everything.
Yeah, I mean, once again, referees getting called in your bullshit pass interference on that AJ Brown on the outside in the last drive, man. Just you swallow the whistle, or if anything, that's offensive PI, not defensive. But terrible way to go down if you're a fan of the Lions.
That's because AJ told everybody to drop him in fantasy, and then the refs were like, "Wait, we didn't, so we got to allow this." No.
Once again, Vegas calling in here on those headsets.
Easy money, dude.
Ring.
Get that money. All right. Last but definitely not least.
Do we have to?
Cowboys.
I got nothing for this.
Yeah, well, I got nothing for that.
I'm trying to be respectful to Aaron here. Do we have to?
I got nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Cowboys beat the Raiders 33-16. Cowboys are 4-5-1. Raiders are 2-8. Aaron, I got nothing for this.
There's really not more much to say other than I've already said this season thus far. It's frustrating when you have 7 rushing attempts total in a
Yeah.
game. Fire Chip Kelly. Oh my goodness. That's all I gotta say.
How much is Tom Brady inputting here? Like, geez, man.
Well, he's like pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball. He's Tom Brady. Come on.
Well, I mean, even Tom, he knows to run the ball.
I know it's a fucking joke.
This is sensitive, okay?
The whole team's a fucking joke, so he's in on it.
Brady's about to pull up Michael Jordan when he's with the Wizards, like a co-owner, and then he's gonna sell his minority share and then go play for the Raiders.
I gotta show this because RJ sent us this in the group.
Yeah, I think RJ made that.
I don't know if you can see it.
Can you
But
zoom in on it?
yeah, you
Put
got
it
Chip.
horizontal.
There it
There you
is. Kind of. You got
Yep,
you got
that
Chip
is
Kelly.
our social media manager's artwork right there.
Beautiful. Makes
Yep.
sense. Come on, man.
And it's adding up. Yeah, Raiders suck. I'm not picking them at all for the rest of the year. So
I'm picking them next week, so just wait. I have to because I mean it's our bet. I have to lose $5 every week because of the Raiders. So
Yeah.
all right.
My haircutted freak.
Good job, boys. Let's move on to our college football update with no one else but Joe special teams.
All right, fellas. Well, last week was another interesting week in college football. In the early window, we had the South Carolina Gamecocks losing to Texas A&M 30-31. Obviously, a notable game because of Lenora Sellers on the Gamecocks, who might be like the second quarterback off the draft list next year.
Got it.
Get confused my words there. Oklahoma upset Alabama in Tuscaloosa. This is huge for the college football rankings here. Alabama was ranked 4th, dropped down to 8th. Oklahoma was ranked 11th, goes up to 6th. SEC game of the night, Texas at Georgia. Arch Manning against Georgia. That game was terrible, man. Texas lost 10-35. Terrible. Arch Manning, 27-43, 250 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Gunnar Stockton, Georgia's quarterback, 24 of 29, 4 touchdowns, 230 yards. Georgia was just lighting it up, both sides of the ball. Texas, Arch is definitely staying in school, guys, another year.
Yeah.
Florida loses to Ole Miss, 24-34. Obviously, I am totally blanking on his name now. Oh, shit.
Damn.
Lane Kiffin. Yeah, Lane Kiffin, head coach of Ole Miss. I mean, he's up in the air. He can go to LSU. He can go to Florida. He can go anywhere he wants right now with his coaching pedigree, with all the openings going on. Yep, so that was last week here. Then we got the college football playoff. Not too much. Where is it at here? There you are. Not too much change this week. Obviously, we got number 1, Ohio State, number 2, Indiana, number 3, Texas A&M, number 4, Alabama. So nothing too much change there. Looking forward to next week. Game day will be at Eugene, Oregon. Up and early. That's going to be dark out there for sure, man. Let me tell you that. Let's see here. Where is this? Sorry, I'm losing my tabs here, man.
I will while you do that, Pat McAfee did his college game day cake with this kid, and the kid borrowed some cleats or whatever, and he had $1 million on the line. He fucking missed it twice.
Missed it, man.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, biggest news was James Franklin got hired from Virginia Tech to Virginia Tech, his alma mater. So that was a big one for sure.
It's adorable.
Let's see. Notable matches next week. We got USC at Oregon in the afternoon. We're looking at Arkansas at Texas. That's going to be an interesting game. In the afternoon, we have Pitt at Georgia Tech. That's going to be a good one for sure. SEC game tonight, Tennessee Vols at Florida. That'll be a good one for sure, Nick. And then we got the late night game, BYU at Cincinnati, and Arizona State at Colorado. So a little bit weaker slate this week, but
We We are not little animals that dig in holes and stuff. They're the volunteers, so it's the vols, not the voles. The voles are
Oh, the Vols.
I
runners.
Vols, sorry.
mean, I
Didn't
think
pronunciate.
still little animals that dig in holes.
I mean, they are, but
You
that's
you volunteered to be a small animal to dig in holes.
There
oh
you
my
go.
god, oh my god.
Heyo.
And then
Okay,
Nick, we got University of Kentucky at Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is a touchdown favorite in that game.
yeah, that's gonna
And
be a good game actually. UK, dude. They're right up north, so there's gonna be a lot of people traveling down here and watching that game. So
and
it's
they
gonna
can
be
compete. They've been competitive the last couple of years. They're 5-5 this season, but they had a competitive squad. So that's our college football roundup week, gents. We are in week 13 of college football. Only a couple more weeks ago until bowl season, and obviously the playoffs being finalized. So we're going down to we're narrowing it down here.
Great job,
um,
Joe.
love it, Joe. Thank you. Very good. We appreciate that. I'm sure there's some college fans that appreciate your updates too. We're not one of them.
Dang.
Uh, okay. I got a couple things to say in these next two quick segments. One is one thing to appreciate about the Cowboys. I thought that this was interesting. You may or may not have heard of it, but CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens both missed curfew while they were in Vegas the night before the game. And Lamb told reporters that he and Pickens were at Red Rock Casino having dinner and drinks. He denied that he was throwing up outside the casino, which is on social media. So,
Okay.
as
Hey,
of
it happens in Vegas. Don't we know it, boys?
what happens in Vegas. Schottenheimer, he said, their head coach, he said there will be some things that were missed and the players were informed of the disciplinary action before the game. He didn't get into the specifics, but they did miss the first he did bench them technically for the first
Opening drive.
opening drive. Thank you. Which obviously had no effect. The Raiders should have took advantage of that, but
They did at that point.
well, okay, at that point,
They
yeah.
went out there and had a 3-and-out. So
Fair, but beside the point. They could have took advantage of it.
you know what?
Yeah.
To go back to that game, I just thought of this. You know what's fucked
As a
up?
fan.
Is I paid the extra money to get the ESPN Plus just to watch that game.
Why?
So I can watch the game.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Why torture yourself?
I like
Um,
pain, man.
So funny enough, how they did not capitalize was that Lamb came back and had 66 yards and a touchdown. Okay. And Pickens had like a fucking phenomenal game with
I think
100
he had 133 yards and 2 touchdowns.
144 and yeah, at least a touchdown. Maybe two.
I think he had 2.
Anyways, what happens in Vegas? Yeah, that's it. All
It's
right,
reported.
next one, real quick. Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow, the one, the only. The Bengals are not technically eliminated from the playoffs, even though they're 3-7. Um,
Oh man.
he was a full participant in practice for the second day in a row. Okay, yeah, he's still on IR. That doesn't mean that he can't, come back or whatever. But just an interesting thing to watch there. How quick it was. Go ahead, Joe.
No, he was activated from IR. He's in his 21-day window, and where he could do full
Yeah.
activation. Earlier this week, or maybe it was last week.
I don't know if that's true. I'm gonna have to fact check that because as of today at 5:30, he is still on IR and will return to the active roster.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The window opened. The window opened for him
I
to
was gonna
get
say
off IR.
that's not
Yeah.
accurate.
My apologies on that.
Fact. Yeah.
The
Facts
window
entirely.
is open. He's trying to get his leg through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
His
Yeah.
toe through it.
So, anyways, fun fact there, Joe Burrow and the Bengals might still have a chance to make the playoffs, believe it or not. All right, let's move on to our fun segment where we learn about all the fun stats. Aaron, why don't you hammer those for us?
You're telling me there's a chance.
Interesting word phrasing. Welcome to this week's Hammering the Stats here on the one and only Opinions Mostly. Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, on this beautiful, rainy California Thursday evening here. This week I am going to go through the normal stats that I normally go through, but I'm going to get a little razzle dazzle with it too and add some fantasy stats for you too.
Oh.
So, before we get into actual NFL stats, I'm going to run through all the categories of a standard PPR league without any super flexes or anything like that. So we're just going to go through top five players, defenses, positions of fantasy leaders as of right now.
I like it.
So we're going to start with defense. Number 5 is the Los Angeles Rams, who have scored 94 points. Again, this is just standard PPR leagues. Number 4 is the Pittsburgh Steelers, who have also scored 94 points this year. Number 3, the Denver Broncos, who have scored 96. Number 2, Seattle Seahawks, who have scored 101. And number 1 is the Houston Texans, who have scored 103 points all year.
Yep.
Moving on to kickers, we've got San Francisco 49er Eddie Pinheiro, who scored 97 points. Number 4, Dallas Cowboy Brandon Aubrey with 99. Number 3, with the Steelers, Chris Boswell with 99. Number 2, with Seattle Seahawks, Jason Myers with 100.5 points. And number 1 is Cameron Dicker on the Los Angeles Chargers with 114 points. We move on to tight ends. Number 5, he's on IR. Tucker Kraft with the Green Bay Packers, 139.2 points. By the way, I'm using the Sleeper app, so it's based off of those, which I mean, nowadays every app's pretty much scores the same. So.
Yeah, it's different.
With,
like
with some
separate but equal.
Some adjustments like this league, because I'm going off the Vampire League. So I just thought of this just to note it. Cody does have like little boosters there for especially tight ends and things like that. So it may vary a little bit, but this is pretty much the standard overall. Continuing, number 4 tight ends, Tyler Warren with the Indianapolis Colts with 162.3 points. Number 3 is Travis Kelce with the Chiefs with 165.1 points. Number 2 is Jake Ferguson on the Dallas Cowboys with 169 points, 69. And number 1 is Arizona Cardinal Trey McBride with 224.3 points.
The guy's a stud.
Yeah, he is.
Real quick, I'm going to interject. I'm watching the game on the side over here. Josh Allen is down on the field with a wrist. It looks like he's holding his wrist. He's getting up right now, but everybody came out to go check on him. Oh, he might have gotten a little shaken up. All right, continue.
Their backup.
I think he's
Trubisky.
Trubisky.
Oh, I forgot about him, honestly.
Yeah, because
all right, we're gonna move on to wide receivers. Number 5, we got Amon-Ra St. Brown with the Detroit Lions. He has 191.4 points. Number 4, obviously. Number 4, sorry, brain fart. Dallas Cowboys, George Pickens with 199.8 points. Number 3, Puka Nacua with the Los Angeles Rams, 201.3 points. Number 2, Jamar Chase with Bengals, 204.7 points. And number 1 is Jackson Smith Njigba with 240.9 points.
Not surprised.
Number 5, I'm sorry, moving on to running backs with number 5 is the Lions, Jamar Gibbs with 218.6 points. Number 4 is Bijan Robinson with the Falcons, 226.9 points. Number 3 is, how do you say his first name? Devon Achane, 240 points. Number 2, Christian McCaffrey with 286.9 points. And number 1, Jonathan Taylor with the Colts with 295.9 points. All right, moving on to the last category. It would be the quarterbacks, obviously. Duh. Number 5, we got Jalen Hurts, the Eagles, with 217.3 points, which is a little bit surprising, to be honest.
That is surprising to me, too.
A lot of rushing yards. I'm going to...
Yeah.
6 rushing touchdowns, 16 passing touchdowns, 265. So
just the yards that he's running.
I guess that's just surprising. Number 4, Matthew Stafford with the Rams, 25 points. Number 3, Patrick Mahomes, the Chiefs, 233.1 points. Number 2 is Drake May with the Patriots, 234.5 points. And number 1 is Josh Allen with the Buffalo Bills with 273.9 points.
Yeah, you know what I'm surprised about? There's only one Packer in that whole entire list, and he's on IR.
I know, right? I think Josh Jacobs would be on there.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah,
but
Jacobs for sure.
let's have a quiet season. All right, we're gonna move on onto regular players, regular NFL stats. We're gonna do defense players this week. So let's just get right into it. Let's start with the interceptions category. Top five leaders in interceptions in the NFL. Starting at number five with the Chargers, Dante Jackson with 3 interceptions. We got 3 players with 4 interceptions, who are Nashton Wright with the Bears, Devin Lloyd with the Jaguars, Tremaine Edmonds with the Bears as well. And leading, this is probably why the Bears are winning. Leading with the interceptions is Kevin Byard with 5 interceptions. So
Huh.
you got 3 defensive players on the top 5 lists,
Yeah.
and that's math.
Brought to you by Matt.
Yeah, right. That's 13, 14 interceptions right there alone for one team. All right, moving on to sacks. Got a tie at number 5 with Daniel Hunter of the Houston Texans and Josh Sweat sitting on number 5 with 9 sacks. Number 3 is Nick Benito with the Broncos with 9.5. Number 2, Brian Burns, the New York Giants with 13. Number 1 leader through week 11 would be Myles Garrett with the Cleveland Browns with 15 sacks.
Yeah, he needs to get on a different team.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he tried. They wouldn't trade him.
I know, but he needs to like push.
Well, they paid him, and he was like, "Yep, I'm good."
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
He
All
wants.
right. What?
He needs a ring.
Yeah, he does. I'm more. Yeah, we'll get into it some other time. All right. Last defensive category. It would be tackles. We've got two-way tie at number 5 with Jack Campbell with the Lions and Devin White with the Raiders with 97. Number 3 is Cedric Gray with the Tennessee Titans with 102. Number 2 is Bobby Wagner with the Washington Commanders with 107 tackles. Leading leader in tackles thus far this season is Jordan Brooks with the Miami Dolphins with 125 tackles.
Huh.
Bobby Wag's still getting it done at his prime age.
I know, that's crazy, dude.
Mhm.
All right, now we're gonna move into the last kind of category-ish with offensive stat leaders. Might mirror a little bit of our fantasy leaders this year so far. Number 5, we got Drake London with the Atlanta Falcons. He's not gonna be there for much longer. With with 810 yards and 6 touchdowns. Number 4 is Puka Nacua with the Rams with 850 yards and 4 touchdowns. Number 3 is Jamar Chase with 861 yards and 5 touchdowns. Number 2, George Pickens with 908 yards and 7 touchdowns. And number 1 is Jackson Smith Njigba with the Seattle Seahawks with 1,146 yards and 5 touchdowns. Moving on to the rushing category. Starting at number 5, we have Javonte Williams with the Cowboys, with 809 yards and 8 touchdowns. Number 4 is Rico Dowdle. Every week I can never say
Doddle.
Dowdle. Rico Dowdle. 833 yards and 5 touchdowns. Number 3 is Achan. Achan with the Miami Dolphins with 900 yards and 5 touchdowns. Number 2 is James Cook with the Buffalo Bills, 968 yards and 7 touchdowns. And number 1, Jonathan Taylor with the Colts, holding strong, 1,139 yards and 15 touchdowns.
Yeah.
15 touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Now, these are the stats for this year so far through week 11. Now, typically, I would end my segment here, right? But today, I have a question for you gentlemen. Actually, I'm going to go through my team first, but I have a question for both of you of your respective teams, right? So just ponder it while I go through my team a little bit. What non-divisional team do you guys think your team has played the most?
Oh,
I
For
already
the
know.
Raiders, it is the Oilers / Titans, who have met 49 times, and the Raiders are leading that series 27-22. Now, Nick, who do you think the Packers have played the most non-divisionally? So not the Bears, not the Lions, and not the Vikings.
You thinking what I'm thinking, Nick?
Joe, who have the Rams played the most non-divisionally?
Is
You
it
think what I'm thinking, Nick?
probably someone we're familiar with? Because we lose to them every time in the playoffs.
I don't think you're thinking what Joe's thinking. Joe, why don't
No,
you tell Nick what you're thinking?
I'm thinking the Packers.
I'm
Rams
thinking
thought the
you are
Packers.
correct. The Packers and the
Really?
Rams have played each other the most 100 overall times. The Packers lead that series 51, 47, and 2 ties. I thought that was just interesting, but that was just my little razzle dazzle sprinkle on top of my hammering the stats this week.
Well,
I
shit, you
love
look at the recent memory where the Packers and the Rams played each other every season. If it wasn't the regular season, it was in the playoffs, and then later in the season, the
Yeah.
koozie there. Yeah, it was like 7 or 8 years in a row running. We wound
The
up
thing
playing each
that
other
I
somehow.
realized from that is how old the Rams team is.
They were the first official West Coast team. I think they started in the early 50s, but they played all of their games in Chicago or St. Louis just because it was such a hassle to fly to LA for all
Yeah.
the other teams because they were in the East Coast and Central Time. So it wasn't until the 60s when more teams started populating and the AFL came that the Rams actually settled down in LA at Memorial Coliseum. And then that's when teams started flying to LA to play instead of Chicago or St. Louis.
See, I was honestly gonna say the Niners just because like I feel like I've seen
So when I looked this up, Joe, I honestly wasn't sure who you guys would have played the most. I thought the Steelers would be for the Raiders, and then I thought the Cowboys would be for the Packers. And I was pleasantly
Fair.
surprised to see that it was actually the Rams and Packers who
yeah,
have
that's
played
crazy.
the most.
That's right, boy. And we
Yep.
still own you. No,
Oh, like 4 games, my ass.
In
hey,
two
4 games is four
ties.
games, baby.
All right, and that is hammering the stats this week, gentlemen.
Nice, fun stat right
Love
there.
it. I love it. Love
Um,
It's go time, baby.
Great, fantastic, good job, Aaron. We appreciate that segment as always, and I like the fantasy addition that you did there. It's good for all of us to know.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna wrap this thing up, guys, with the Shark-Chomp bet of the week. To be honest, Shark-Chomp started out real strong, and then trying to bet on all these fucking Raiders bets and the fucking Rams and the Packers and us doing what we're doing all season has not been great to us. But I'm doing a $10 bet. It's gonna pay out a total of $25.88 on FanDuel. The Packers over the Vikings, the Raiders over the Browns, which it's a defense game right there. Who knows? Rams over the Bucks. I'm gonna take those. So those three, $10 pays out $25.88. Last but definitely not least for me is I'm getting ready to get started on Holy Cow Breaks, which is going to be on TikTok. It is going to be me and one of my buddies, Josh, breaking cards and selling teams, and you get whatever, if you pick a team for $12 or whatever, and then we rip your card and your card comes out. Even the base cards, we're going to ship them to you. It's going to be fun. As an example, I have purchased something from On Budget Breaks on TikTok. I picked the Ravens and the Packers. I watched the break live, so I kind of know what's in here, but this is an example. I think I paid for both teams like $30 or whatever, and I got these cards. So I'm going to run through these cards real quick.
Where'd they come from? China?
No, it's a guy. He actually lives in San Jose.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But this is kind of what we're going to be doing, so I wanted to give you guys a little taste. He owed me a card because of a previous purchase. So he shipped them to me. Here's the cards that I won. He owed me this Cam Ward. It's a Bomb Squad card. So he sent that over. That's why it's not in the ones I picked. But what I did get out of those packs, see, it's kind of hard to do with the thing up there. Here's a Matthew Golden. Shabam. Okay, nice, fun card. It's a rookie card. That's always good. Got a Ray Lewis right here in the mosaic. Lamar Jackson on a mosaic. I wish my camera would fucking focus. A touchdown Masters right here. This is also Lamar with a big old helmet. Pretty fun. Then what do you know? Another Lamar, but this one's a different color. It's like the refractor green on there. Got a Derrick Henry notoriety, and last but not least, a Tucker Kraft, RIP.
Damn, man.
Got this Mark Andrews mosaic, Kyle Van Noy mosaic, Isaiah Likely on the mosaic, Kyle Hamilton on this, what is this, break sack thing? Josh Jacobs, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs again, Jordan Love again, Christian Watson, Julius Peppers, Robert Brooks, Romeo Dobbs, Julius Peppers, Brett Favre Hall of Fame card, a Brazil Games Jaden Reed, and last but not, two more. Jordan Love on the Brazil Games as well. Last but not least, LaShawnte Webster, who is a rookie. It's a rookie card with the big old Guardian cap helmet. So that'd be an example. Paid, like I said, $30. These are what I want out of them. I could probably sell some of these, get my money back. So
there you go.
Good times, good fun.
Nice. I would hope that Matthew Golden card is a rookie card. I'm glad you specified it was.
I know, but it's a common terminology. Okay. Smartass. Yeah. Anyways, Holy Cow breaks will be breaking pretty soon. I'll probably even throw some of that up on our YouTube channel just as a recap, and then you guys can follow it, watch it. We're gonna do another episode, guys, with our picks. But until then, thank you for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. Go Pack, go!